want to talk about the human experience and our human tendencies, and then maybe some ways to shift our tendencies to maybe better serve us. We've talked about, I've had this chart up here before. Let me just get this cinematic on. And the human experience is here with the x-axis of time, and then the y-axis of happy and sad and down the middle. Human experience is when, through life, and could be throughout a single day, as we have these ups and downs where we feel good, feeling happy, and then something comes up, some sort of stressful situation, and we drop down below optimal, and now we're in this discomfort zone of sadness or depression or what have you. And what I want to talk about are these tendencies of ours to, when we are in these high points of happiness, the tendency or the movement that we usually do is to squeeze and milk all we can out of it. It's this dopamine craving that when we're feeling high, we just think, well, let's just amp it up. Let's add more. What's one more, plus one, right? And what that usually does to us is that's our sabotage, is that it wasn't good enough, so we needed to double down and make things better. And usually that brings on some sort of stress or sabotage, and then we drop down into these depression modes. And so then the movement that we typically do when we're feeling sad or blue is we resist. And what I've talked about in the past is resistance equals persistence. Okay. So it hangs out a little longer because we're ignoring that we are in discomfort. We don't want to look at it, own it, feel it. So then maybe we turn to some other things that help turn it around. Eating, booze, you name it. But we're just not accepting that it's difficult, which is part of the whole human experience anyway. We can't have goods without the bads, right? But how can we mitigate these bads, these sad moments, is to be a witness that we are in a stressful situation, uncomfortable situation, and keep in mind that the tide will change, it'll turn eventually. But if we can witness it, meaning step back and realize, check in with ourselves that we are experiencing this, we can allow ourselves to cry as one option. We can open up and talk about it to a buddy or a friend. And then we can also, what I've been doing lately is feeling into where it hurts. Now I've got this little meditative man here with the different chakras. And so when I'm in a stressful situation or what have you, I will check in with my body and feel into these chakras. Where am I feeling the stress? Is it in my root chakra? Am I not getting my basic needs met? Is it in my stomach, where that's a lot of emotion, shame, discomfort, guilt, those kind of things? Is my self-confidence being challenged? And that's my solar plexus. Is it in my heart chakra, where I'm having difficulty with a relationship? Throat chakra is your voice box. Yesterday I had one right in the dead center of my third eye, where I was just grilling over some numbers and things and just having a hard time with it, and I was just getting this tension headache, so I felt that there. Anyway, as a practice, feel into those things, and now you are not resisting them. You're acknowledging them, and you will shoot through these moments of depression sooner and quicker once we accept that we are in that, knowing that it will change, and then also feeling our way out of it with a cry, a talk, these chakra things. Now the other thing over here with the squeeze and the milking these high points, and that goes down this dopamine rabbit hole. What can we do to stay up in these high moments? Well, by stepping back and witnessing and realizing that things are going really well, things are clicking along real nice. Maybe we just step back and just be thankful for that and throw some gratitude in there. And I bet you that moment will hang out longer than it would be than if we tried to double down or amp it up one more notch. Try that at home. I hope this helps. Hope that made sense. Give me some responses out there. Thank you all. Bye.